Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, your eyes are not deceiving you. I actually am awake in the daytime. Vegas decides to get more and more crazy every single day, so I didn't really feel too safe about doing these at night anymore, hence why I haven't done one in a while. I think it's a little bit more of a good idea to do these during this hour than it would be to like do them at like 1 or 2 in the morning. Granted, walking around talking to a camera doesn't look like the most sane thing in the world, so I can understand why people would think I'm some kind of a nutcase. And the last thing I need is somebody calling the cops says like, this fucking crazy dude outside because they're an insecure piece of shit themselves. Whatever. Anyway, I've been wanting to do this video for a while now. I think somebody has to say something about it at this point. I'm getting really sick and tired of people abusing this term called slut shaming. And the reason why I am is because they're taking a term, which is a type of bullying, and using it as a self-defense mechanism, as a means to dodge criticism. There are some things in life you're supposed to feel ashamed of. I'm sorry, but if you live your life without shame, and then you can't face criticism, then at that point, you're just a fucking laughing stock. Because then you're constantly wondering why people are laughing at you and making fun of you, and you're really the only reason for it at that point. So about a couple of nights ago, basically, I posted something incredibly stupid on my Tumblr, because I find something equally stupid, and amusingly so, in my opinion. And I just get a hailstorm of hell about it, and I think it's funny, because what I was responding to is literally, I don't know what else to say, is literally the prime definition of this word. It's like a lot of people that fit into this near feminazi sort of ideal, this mindset, they don't understand that there is a reason the word slut has a definition. I mean, people didn't just come up with it just to say, this is a vulgarity with no definition or meaning, it's just mean. It's not. It has a definition. There was a reason society came up with this word. It's a word used to describe a very promiscuous person. And when people are looking for commitment in relationships, promiscuity is not a thing that they want. So if you keep sleeping around on the people that you're with, and somebody eventually calls you that, I don't really think it gives you the right to go get all butthurt about it, because they're kind of using the word in its correct definition. And you're supposed to feel ashamed. If you don't, then you're just kind of an emotionally dead person who tries to hide behind the guise of having a hefty sexual appetite. I don't understand people like this. I don't. It's almost like you're trying to use sex as like a tool to say, I'm better than you, this is the new morality, and you're just trying to force society to accept it for whatever stupid reason. And it's sad, really, because it's a very childish mindset to do. It's like you're like labeling people so that they cannot criticize you in the future, because it's a method of destroying their credibility or some stupid shit like that. Because, I mean, that's literally when you distort the definition of something like that to that point. That's what it comes off as, and there's no other way to explain it. But that's kind of what the situation I've been dealing with for the last 48 hours has been, and I just kind of had to say something about it. And I'm starting to think that everybody in Vegas is a goddamn staring problem. I swear, every car that drives by, it's like some asshole will drive by and he goes, you know, it's like, what, you never seen a dude walk and talk into a camera? You never seen a guy who's so stupid he goes out in the Vegas sunlight in all black? I'm starting to realize that when I do these videos I probably do look slightly crazy, but I don't give a shit. This is a slightly crazy city. Like I said, I feel safer doing these in the daytime now, because at nighttime I risk getting mugged, and I also get stopped by the cops a lot. And it's not for anything illegal, it's just that walking and talking to a camera does look kind of crazy. And they were like, almost every single time, like, what the hell are you doing? And then I try to explain it to them, and they're like, okay, you're free to go, but it's weird. Oh, I like this guy's truck. It's a fucking Beaner Mobile, dude. Straight up Beaner Mobile. It's even got that smell of gasoline that follows it for a good 500 yards. That's my fucking city for you. Anyway. I think that this whole thing is getting kind of dangerous, Because then people like this will try to enforce this mentality on other people too. Kind of like Onision is forcing his vegetarian bullshit on kids far too young to understand his real motivations. I feel like people like this, and especially this person in question, does the same thing with this whole shit because they don't fully understand it themselves. And thusly they don't feel like it's a bad thing to push it off on other people, especially ones too young to really understand this whole thing. And to me, that's quite dangerous because eventually it comes into the scenario of, well, you know what, you're just crying wolf all the time. You just want attention. You just want sympathy from people, you know. And if you get into that mentality 100%, then nobody will take you seriously. And if you do get hurt in a situation like a rape or something, nobody will take you seriously because everyone was just thinking you were crying wolf. And that was just, it's fucking stupid. I mean, YouTube and Tumblr have become platforms for people to be falsely taken seriously. And it's just like, I don't know if I want to go down there. There's way too many people. Like I said, most people don't understand what vlogging is yet. It's just, it's one of these things where it's just dangerous because they've become platforms where people think they're fucking gurus about everything. They think they 100% understand, you know, how to give advice on subjects they don't hardly have any fucking experience with. It's like the whole Onision thing, basically. You're going around dispensing advice you're not qualified to give, but as long as you package that advice in a very stylish manner, people are more ingrained to take it seriously because they're like, well, you took the time to edit this at least. You must know what you're talking about then, right? Not really. Holy crap, it got dark. That wasn't my camera lens, that was just how shady it is over here. And it got a lot cooler too, which was pretty good. I mean, it's like what in Mendham had to say in his Onision rant. It's a style over substance. He said it best, basically. It's the style that sells the bullshit. And in my opinion, it's like all this shit is just bullshit. It's just a bunch of motherfuckers trying to out-guru each other and come off as the next new hip fucking thing or whatever the hell they want to be. You know, even though I got the partnership going on YouTube now, to me, it's not an entitlement to dispense advice about things I'm not qualified to give advice on. You know, I may work in the IT field, but I'm not qualified to train other people for the most part. So, I don't. For one, I could lose my job, and two, it's just retarded, especially with a bunch of people taking advice from somebody who may or may not be correct. You know? But, you know, that's starting to get into the territory of comparing apples to grapefruits, or the rare occasion when you make a grapple. I'm gonna go this way. I'll flip the camera around. I'm gonna get first person view. Ooh. These trees are so nice, they smell so good. I always wanted one in my yard. Oh. But yeah. Sorry I haven't made one of these videos in a while, guys. I mean, I've been swamped. And like I said, I don't feel very comfortable doing them at night anymore. Like, Vegas is a very nice city, but it's just, I don't feel safe walking around it at night. I used to, because it was nice and quiet. But then it kind of hit me that if somebody was going to jump my ass and they had like a knife, I'd be singled out very quickly. Because I'm just one guy alone. And there's nobody around, and it didn't really hit me as to like how bad of a position I get put in. So I'll try to wake up earlier, get my morning ablutions, as they're called, out of the way, and which basically means eating breakfast. Don't get me wrong, it also means taking a shit, but I tried to knock a few more of these out. I like doing them, I really do. It gets a morning walk in, clears my head, gets this bullshit out of my system, stirs up some trolls, and causes a lot of people who are too weak to actually comment under their own screen names to go make their sock accounts and call me an asshole. And to me, that warms a special place in my heart, called my anus. Anyway, my camera battery's almost dead and I'm almost out of memory, so I'm gonna wrap this one up. Anyway, until next time, take it easy.